Welcome back to my channel. Today I had planned to go to a secret spot of mine to go capture photos of mushrooms, but unfortunately the road leading to that spot is closed. Today's video is going to be more of a behind the scenes. Over the past few videos, many viewers have been asking how I'm using some of my gear and my reasoning behind using continuous lighting over flash when shooting macro outside. In this video I will be approaching the subject. For this shot here, I'm going to be using the Olympus OM1 Mark II with the 90 millimeters. I'm going to just take the photo and show you once it's processed, because the camera is mounted on a tripod and it's hanging by a thread on the rock. And just to show you here, I'm on a boulder right on the water, and that's where the camera was. And down there's the bay. See these? They're going to be perfect for what we need today. On this very windy day, we need subjects that won't be moving around too much in the wind, while I explain to you how I typically set up my shots. So for this tip, any cage will work. Here you have a small rig cage with an Arca Swiss plate mounted on top here, where the top handle would typically be. And here on this Ulanzi collapsible cage, half cage, I have another Arca Swiss plate here, and I'm going to be using this with my OM1 Mark II and the 90 millimeter M-Zuiko. All right, let's get going. First of all, you want to be shooting your macro shots in the woods from down low. That way you can control your depth of field. And for doing that, the best way of doing so for focus stacking is taking your tripod and inverting the column if you do have one. And if you don't, just use a small tripod or even a bean bag, or take a sock and a plastic bag that you fill with sand, and that way you can just prop your camera on that so it stabilizes it, and that way it's a poor man's rig of getting steady shots. A little trick for setting up your tripod is when you need more stability and you don't need the full length, start with the larger part of the legs. That will provide more stability. If you're using your tripod in muddy or any area where there would be some contaminants you don't want to get in your tripod, such as salt water or sand, use a lower leg, and before you collapse them back, just use a rag, wipe them, give them a good wipe, and rinse them with some fresh water. Always keep water on hand, not just for yourself. Clean off your gear a little bit with it. Make sure you get your tripod firmly anchored in the ground. Just push your tripod legs in the ground if possible, just to minimize the micro shakes that would make your focus stacking editing a pure nightmare. Next, you want to take your center column out and invert your center column. I like adding this sliding column from Photo Pro. I believe it's the HRC-02. That way you can mount it on your column and adjust in and out, up and down, how close you need to be to your subject. And just to give you a better idea of how I set up this camera cage on the tripod head, just pretend the camera was mounted in it. After that, you simply slide that ARC Swiss plate in your tripod head. And there you have it. That way your camera is going to be the right side up, so you don't need to try to learn how to read with the camera upside down. I think it could be a little bit tricky. If you don't mind, drop in the comments below where you're watching this video from. I'm curious to see how far my video reaches. Alright, the camera is all set up and I actually found a better subject. So now what we need next after camera is being set is lighting. What we will be using today for lighting is, as usual, my favorite, the Amaran 25X Ace. Some generic small rig LED panels, some small rig cubes. Small rig includes in their kits these little color gels to change the color of the light. They also come with these tiny little tripods and they're quite useful. Now that we have all the artificial lighting covered, let's control the sunlight, or try to. And for this, you probably guessed it, these little pop-up diffusers. These reflectors pair real well with these little clamps you can get at the hardware store. No need for any fancy name brand photography stuff. As I mentioned in previous videos, these Amaran lights can be controlled from your phone through their app, and it's very simple. In the kits that I bought, they actually include those light diffusers that just snap in place with magnet and makes the whole thing so simple. Thanks, Amaran. And just to be clear, there's no partnership or money to exchange hands. Just sharing these products with you because I enjoy using them and I think they could help you in your photography. One of the nice things about macro photography is sometimes all you need to do is move your camera a few inches to the left or the right and you found a whole new subject. So let's try this one now. When shooting macro photography in the forest, I typically stick to continuous lighting just because it's so easy to use. I typically use strobes when I'm shooting moving subjects such as ants, spiders, or pretty much any insects, just because you need to freeze a moment and you don't have the luxury of playing with light to the level you can with continuous lighting. For all my flash photography, I'm using Godox products. If I'm shooting macro in the woods, I'm going to be using the MC11. I might be using the Godox V1, the 860 Mark III. And if I'm shooting portraits, I'm still using Godox. For me, Godox is good quality, good price, and it does the job. All the gear I mentioned in these videos, I bought with my own money and they're in my camera bag because I like them, not because someone paid me to tell you that I'm using them, or oh, you should buy this, you should buy that. It's easy to get carried away buying camera gear or wanting certain brands because of their reputation. Yeah, I agree. I'm in the same boat. You may have heard the term in photography, gas, gear acquisition syndrome. It's quite easy to get carried away into thinking you need a certain product to do a shot you have in mind. Don't let the internet or any YouTubers tell you that you need a specific piece of gear to capture some amazing photos. Just get out there with the gear you have right now. This morning, I was sitting on the couch, drinking my coffee, wishing I had a Hasselblad camera to go out there and capture some great photos. But here I am with my OM1 and my couple Sonys, and I'm still capturing some photos. So this video was a little different than what I typically shoot. I had a lot of questions about some of the gear I use and my techniques, and I figured I should do a video and explain to you guys, and hopefully you guys can get something out of it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. I do my best to go through and answer as quickly as I can. Apparently you need to stick to a certain style of video so the algorithm learns who your audience is. The goal of this video is not to grow exponentially over a short period of time. I want to showcase my work and help you create some amazing work. all of the shots in these videos are definitely not portfolio worthy. I want to show you that it's not every shot that you take that will be a portfolio shot. Don't let gear dictate what you can or can't shoot. Grab your cell phone or a disposable camera, get out there, take some photos. If you liked today's video, please like and sub, and don't forget to turn on the notifications. Until next time, stay safe, stay creative, and happy shooting. See you in the next one.